Yes, both teams back out on the floor going through their final warm-ups tonight. The Polka Dots wearing all red, trimmed out in gray and white. The gray numerals with a white outline with Polka across their chest. And Scott wearing a new style home uniform, all white, got a nice yellow stripe down the side of each side with the Scott logo down at the bottom of that. And they have gold numerals with black outlines. And the officials are on the floor, and we are about ready to get underway with our pregame activities with our national anthem being played tonight by the technical fouls under the direction of Mr. Patrick Cart. And we'll have the starting lineups as well as we get out on the floor here in just a couple minutes. But first, we'll bring you the national anthem played by the technical fouls. That is, if they got someone to do the PA announcing, they come up here wanted us to do it. But we're across the floor in the upstairs section of the Hawks Nest. And that was the technical fouls, the members of the Scott High School Pep Band. And let's go ahead and take a look at our starting lineups for tonight's game. First of all, we'll take a look at the 6-2 Polka Dots under the head coaching of Alan Osborne. Their starting lineups tonight will be a senior, comes in at 6'1", wears number 1, Cole Goldish. Also starting for the Dots will be a 5'11" senior. Wears number 2, Keaton Meeks. Pearson DeHonka, 6'1", freshman, wears number 11. He's also one of the starters. He's the lone underclassman starter for Coach Alan Osborne's Polka Dots. Then we have a 6-foot senior, Dylan Mendendahl, wears number 24 for the Dots. And last but certainly not least, 5'11" senior, wears number 33, Hunter Toney. So the Dots have 4 seniors and a freshman that'll be on the floor tonight to begin their action. For the Scott Skyhawks tonight, getting the start will be a junior, 6 foot, wears number 1, Cole Elkins. Another underclassman, Loudon White. He wears number 3. He's a 5'9" sophomore. Getting position number 2. Then it'll be Tyler Walls, a 6-foot junior coming in for the Skyhawks. And then we have 2 seniors, 6'4", Jax McCarty, and another senior, 6'2", Owen Atkins. They will be your starting lineup tonight for the Scott Skyhawks under the head coaching of Sean Ballard. Coming up at the half, we will have an interview with Coach Ballard talking about the season so far for the Scott Skyhawks. We'll be back on the air tomorrow around 1:45, 1:50. The ladies Skyhawks will be here in the Hawks Nest as they take on the Chapmanville Regional Tigers. We'll have that game tomorrow afternoon. Now, the game that was scheduled for next Tuesday for the Skyhawks against Nitro has been moved to Monday night, and that game will tip off at 6:30. Our officials for tonight is Jay Schoolcraft and I can't read. I'm not even going to try those. But anyway, we are ready for the tip. And Scott will control the tip to begin the game. Scott going from our right to left. Cole Elkins with the ball. Around the horn goes Scott. Loud and White back over to Elkins. Brings it back around to Tyler Walls. Walls takes to the ring. Elkins looked at it from the right wing. Now they'll get it back over the left wing, bring it back around the arc. Tyler Walls takes a long three off the iron, and it will go for three. Bringing the ball down the floor. Here's the dots. Will be Meeks. He'll drive it all the way in off the glass. He'll pick up a quick 2 points for the dots. Skyhawks lead at 3-2. Back to the left wing to White. Now back around to Elkins at top of the key. He'll bring it left. He'll turn, look the other direction, puts it on the floor, takes it around to the right wing. Now they'll send it back out between the circles. Tyler Walls has it between the circles. Now they'll get it around to Owen Atkins, back to Walls. They look. They'll kick it back outside to try to reset the play. Atkins has it around to Walls, back to Atkins. Owen sends it back around to Walls, over to the other side. Loud and White fires a three, and it'll go. Skyhawks up 6-2. Here come the Dots with the ball down the floor. It'll be Meeks once again controlling the ball in the backcourt. He'll come across the timeline. Sends it over to DeHonka. Honka takes it to the left wing. He'll turn, gets it back on the floor, back outside to number one, Godish. Back around to the left horn, a jumper, and it will go for DeHonka. 6-4, Skyhawks lead. Skyhawks quickly get the ball down the floor. Tyler Walls has control over it. Left wing fires a three off the back of the iron, will not go, and it will be Godish coming up with the rebound for Poca. Meeks takes it in the backcourt, brings it across the timeline, bounces it on the floor to Mendenhall. Now they'll send it over to the left wing. A long three shot taken by Godish. It's nothing but air ball. Goes out of bounds. Ball turns over to the Skyhawks. 5:42 showing on the first quarter clock. Skyhawks lead at 6-4. Here comes Scott. Cole Elkins brings the ball across the timeline down the right side. Back into Elkins. He tries to get it around. He'll fire it over to Loudon White in the left corner off the side of the iron. And Jax McCarty, oh my goodness, Jax McCarty looked like he was fouled on the rebound. No call was made. Then they said he come down on the baseline. So a turnover to Poca. Meeks brings the ball down the floor, cross midcourt, goes to the right side this time, puts it in the hands of DeHonka, over around to the left wing. Godish puts it on the floor, comes up, and it will not go. Rebound by Poca, and it is blocked by Jax McCarty, but they're going to get him on a foul. That'll be the first foul of the ball game, and it will be Meeks going to the free throw line for the Dots. Meeks has a bucket already. Now he'll be 1 for 1 from the free throw line. He has 3 points in the game. 5:11 showing on the clock. Skyhawks up by a point. Meeks could tie it, and he will do so. Skyhawks, Jax McCarty into Elkins. Midcourt. Atkins has it out between the circles. Now they'll give it to Cole Atkins. He'll come to the near side, or Elkins rather. Loudon White turns a nice spin, sends it to the far corner to Owen. It goes in, rolls around, comes out, and the rebound is deflected out of bounds by Jax McCarty. They'll give it to Poca. Nice shot from the far corner by Loudon White, but it rolled and would not fall, or actually Owen Atkins, and it would not fall. Meeks brings the ball down the floor once again for the Dots. Over to the right side of the floor. DeHonka has it, and he's got tied up. Now he finally gets it away to Mendenhall down in the right corner. And we have another whistle for a foul, and I believe that one is also going to go against Jax McCarty. That'll be number 2. Here's a replay on video productions of the foul in the right corner. You must have been a body foul. Poca will inbound it in front of the Scott cheering section. Now they'll send it into the backcourt to Meeks. Meeks across midcourt, comes down to the right side, turns, goes back to the top of the key, drives it into the paint. Now he'll bounce it back outside to Henka, rather. And he'll put it on the floor, and he'll walk. And are they going to get a call foul on that? And they're going to call a foul on Scott's number 22, Colin Williamson. And here's a replay on video productions of the foul there in the paint area. Poca takes the ball, drives it into the paint, puts it under the basket. Now they'll bring it back out. 3-point shot taken off the front of the iron. Rebound, Owen Adkins. Here comes Elkins with the ball. Down the ball quickly. Over to Adkins. Thought about taking one from the top of the key. Puts it on the floor. Dribbles down to the foul line. Now they'll send it back outside for a reset. They'll send it around to Horn. Elkins has it now. Over in the right wing. Sends it back to the left side of the floor. Here comes Tyler Walls. Now Elkins will take one from the corner. It will go in and out. And good move down there made by Scott's number 4, Jeremiah Brown. He bounced the ball off one of the Poca players that went out of bounds. Scott will keep it as this game's tied up. 3:42 to go in the first quarter. They'll send it out to the backcourt. Adkins has it. Elkins takes a 3-point shot, and it will go for 3. Scott jumps out to a 9-6 lead. Meeks for Poca will bring the ball down the floor once again. He'll come right up the middle of the floor. He'll go to the left side, puts it on the floor to Henka. Henka drives down to the left wing. Now he'll turn and come back. Now they got Godish over in the left corner. He'll send it back outside to Mendenhall, back to Godish. He tries to make something happen. They'll get it around, and it will go for 2 by number 33, Hunter Toney. Skyhawks lead at 9-8. Elkins with a shot, and it will go for a jumper, a 10-foot jumper. 2 more. He now has 5. Meeks will bring the ball back up for the red and gray polka dots. Right up the middle of the floor. Not sure I agree with that call, but the official catches Cole Elkins out there. You'll see the replay here on video productions as he tries to block him and gets the hands in there, and they'll call the foul on him. Poca has the ball down on their end of the floor. They'll have to bring it back out to the outer circle to reset. Godish into the hands of the Henka. Henka back to the right side to Meeks. Meeks puts it on the floor and he gets by with one. Now they'll drop it into the hands of Hunter Toney. He's got back-to-back buckets for the Dots. And Scott quickly comes down, takes a 3-point jumper. Scott will knock it out of bounds on the rebound attempt. I believe that was Williamson, and Poca will get the ball back. Checking into the lineup for Scott will be Loudon White. On the floor is Jeremiah Brown, Colin Williamson, Loudon White, Owen Adkins, and Alan Lynn checks into the lineup. Here comes Meeks down the floor, goes right up the middle, just totally overshoots it, and somehow Poca comes up with the rebound, and a long one taken by number 11. It will not go, and now Adkins comes up with the rebound. Here comes Scott quickly down the floor. Out to the middle, Loudon White has it. Long three-pointer taken off the back of the iron by Scott's Colin Williamson. It will not go. Poca will come up with the rebound. Here come the Dots once again. With the ball is DeHenke. He'll send it down to the right side to Godish. Godish brings it back out to the top of the key. Between the circles. He looks right. He'll bounce pass it on the floor to Meeks. Meeks now will send it on the floor across the way. It will not go on a shot taken by Mendenhall. Here comes the Dots back, or Scott's back up the floor. Alan Lynn from the corner overshoots the rim. Rebound Poca. Skyhawks lead it 11-10 with 1:04 to go in the first quarter. Meeks has it, sends it over to Gottish in the right side. He'll come down, stops, takes it, sends it back the other way. Scott almost deflected the ball. And it will be another 2-point basket by Hunter Toney. Works that body in there in the paint to get the 2 points. Loudon White comes down the floor, and it's deflected. And we have a foul on Poca's number 11. That will be Pearson to Henke. That'll be his first personal. And Loudon White will go to the free throw line for the Skyhawks. Takes the warm up, takes the shot. It is good. He'll be 1 from 1. That'll be point number 4. He hit a 3 earlier in the first quarter. 42 seconds showing on the clock. Isaiah Bush checks into the lineup for Scott. Cole Elkins back into the lineup for the Skyhawks as well. Loudon White's second shot is up, and it's good. Skyhawks up. Well, now they're saying the score is 12-12. Oh, 13-12, Scott. I'm sorry. Meeks has the ball for Poca, sends it over to the right corner. And they try to, and a foul on Scott. I believe it's going to be against Loudon White. And it will be charged against White. That'll be his first personal. Here's the instant replay on Video Productions. You can see him put that hand in there, pushing, making that push to, and the upper body as well. At the free throw line is number 11, DeHenke. First shot is good. Tied up at 13, 27 seconds on the clock. Second shot up, and it's good as well. So Poca takes the lead for the first time in the ball game with 25 seconds to go in the game. Cole Elkins with the ball at the timeline, looking for some help. Gets the ball. Oh, my goodness. And he calls him over and back as he turned around at midcourt. He was trying to get some help over there, and they're going to give the ball to the Dots. 16 seconds. Dots lead it by 1. Meeks in the backcourt, comes into the circle. Now he'll go right side. Send it around to DeHenke. Henke sends it over to Gottish. And a block shot by Scott. They'll give another shot opportunity for DeHenke, and he hit a 3 at the buzzer. And the Polka Dots take a 17-13 lead here at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with second half action after this.
The time is finally here. It's the grand opening celebration.
Back at the Hawks' Nest, 1 quarter in the books. Scott dominated down till 25 seconds to go in the quarter when Poca took the lead, 14-13. Then they hit a 3 at the buzzer, and now Poca leads it by a score of 17-13. Poca inbounds to begin the second quarter of action. Meeks brings the ball down the floor. He'll go right down the middle of the paint. Now he'll send it back outside to number 5, Pierkarski. Now they'll send it right under the basket to number 11, to Henke. He'll pick up another quick basket. Scott's going to have to pick up this defense. They bring the ball down the floor. Colin Williamson shoots it over to the corner. Now they'll back it outside to Williamson. Loudon White at the top of the key sends it right. Elkins to Tyler Walls. Back over to Williamson. Williamson puts the ball in the paint. He goes up. No whistle. And the ball will be turned over to the Polka Dots. He tried to come up with an underhand shot. Officials said no foul committed. Here comes Meeks with the ball. At the timeline, he'll go right. Puts it in the hands of Tony. Tony sends it over to the left side of the floor. Williamson gets pretty much a blocked shot on the pass. Now they'll send it back out to Henke. Henke sends it all the way over to the left corner to Gotti. She'll put it on the floor, sends it back outside. They'll bring it around the horn. And they're going to get a charge on number 5 for the Polka Dots. That will be Pekarski. And that'll turn the ball over to the Skyhawks. Scott will now have to go the full length of the floor. They trail 19-13. Led at 13-12. But Poca has found a way to manage to stretch out the lead. Into on the floor, Jeremiah Brown. And they're going to call a foul on Poca, number 2. That'll be Keaton Meeks, his first personal. Alan Lynn will check back into the lineup for Scott. Loudon White, Jeremiah Brown, Owen Adkins. Adkins gets the ball in the backcourt. He'll send it over to Lynn, back to Adkins. Adkins trying to get something set up for the Skyhawks. He'll bring it left. Now they'll send it around to Cole Elkins. Loudon White takes a 3, nothing but net. That's his second three-pointer of the game and pulls the Skyhawks within 3. Here comes Meeks for the Dots, cross midcourt. Up the middle, he'll bring it, sends it to the left side of the floor. Now they'll bounce it to Tony on the right side. Into the hand of Gotti. He'll bring it back out to midcourt to reset the play. He'll fire one from the left corner off the rim. It will not go. Jeremiah Brown with the rebound. Here comes the Skyhawks. Owen Atkins has the ball. Bounce pass to White. White sends it over to Elkins. Elkins on the floor. Back to White. White steps back outside the three-point line. He'll fire one off the right side of the iron. Alan Lynn with the rebound. Owen Atkins with another shot off the back of the iron. Brown takes it, and Brown's shot will go, and he is fouled on the shot. He did a left-handed hook layup underneath the basket, and it will be Pekarski charged with the foul. Here's the instant replay on Video Productions as he went in at that left-handed hook, and the foul got him. He's going for the bonus shot. This could be a three-point play, and it is for Jeremiah Brown. He earned it the old-fashioned way. Here comes the Dots. Meeks has the ball, and he walks with the ball, and they blow the whistle. Alan Osborne over on the other side, he's giving the official on the far side of the floor some grief about a call he did not like. Scott will inbound it in the backcourt. They bring it across midcourt. Owen Atkins has it over to Jeremiah Brown. Brown turns, puts the ball on the floor, and they're swatting at it. And they're going to give it. It'll stay with the Skyhawks. Poca swatted at the ball. It went out of bounds. Scott will keep it on their end of the floor. 19-19 the score. 5:14 to go here in the first half at the Hawks' Nest. And we have a timeout. It will be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here at the Hawks' Nest. 19-19, 5:14 to go in the first half. Scott led the entire game in the first quarter down to 25 seconds when Poca jumped out to a quick lead and then hit a three-pointer at the buzzer. Poca breaks from the Coach Allen Osborne. They're back on the floor. There's the buzzer. Now here come the Skyhawks. On the floor for Scott will be Owen Adkins, Tyler Walls, Cole Elkins, Jeremiah Brown, and Loudon White. Skyhawks have the ball on their end of the floor. Elkins will inbound it. They'll send it back to Loudon White out near midcourt. He puts the ball on the floor, goes right, turns it around, brings it around to Owen Adkins. Adkins back out to Elkins. Back to White. Now down to the right corner to Adkins. Back outside to reset. Now they'll send it around the left side. Tyler Walls has it in the left wing, sends it over outside the top of the key. Back to Walls. Walls to White. White now turns, brings it around to the left side. Scott just kind of working the outer edges of that three-point line. White has it over on the right wing. Now he'll bring it back, puts it in the hands of Tyler Walls. And Poca will steal it on a block pass by Keaton Meeks. Meeks has control of the ball for the Dots. He'll come across, and he loses the ball, and they're saying the ball went off a Scott player, and the Dots will keep the ball on their end of the floor. Here's an instant replay. As you can see, the ball appeared to be deflected by Scott. Poca will now inbound under their own basket. Sends it all the way into the back court to number 11, to Henke. Henke looking right, and it's deflected, and it is picked up by the Skyhawks. Here comes Loudon White. Oh, my goodness gracious. And there's all kinds of fouls and no whistles. Poca ends up with the ball somehow, some way. They get the ball down to their end of the floor. To Henke. Sends it over to the left side. Scott defense really starting to get fired up. And they're saying that was a block on Cole Elkins, and he'll be charged with the foul. Here's an instant replay on Video Productions. Looked to me like the action call could have probably went either way. The player, the Poca player, dropped his shoulder. Atkins will go to the bench for a quick breather. Poca will inbound it. They'll put it in the ball to Meeks in the backcourt. He'll bring the ball across the top of the key. Sends it over to the left side. Now they'll send it back around. Now they send it between the circles back to Meeks. Meeks looks, bounces the ball around his back. Now they're going to call another blocking foul on Colin Williamson. That'll be his second personal of the ball game. Here's the replay. You can see it if you're watching on Video Productions. And Poca will inbound under their own basket. 3:39 to go in the first half. Tied up between the Polka Dots and the Scott Skyhawks. Over to the left corner, a long jumper off the side of the iron, and it is rebounded. My goodness gracious. No whistle. It goes out of bounds. Scott will keep the ball. Coach Sean Ballard's giving that official over there an earful. Here comes the Skyhawks. He'll send it down in the right corner. Owen Atkins has it to McCarty. Back out to Owen Atkins. Back to McCarty. McCarty looks, sends it back outside, and that will turn the ball over to the Dots on the over and back. Poca will take it at the end of the Skyhawk bench on the far side of the floor. It will be Gottish inbounding for the Dots. Sends it to Meeks in the backcourt. Meeks comes across the timeline. He'll try to drive it all the way in. And there's no way we get a late whistle. Wow. I don't know how you can drive through a wall like it, and it is going to be a foul on Scott. Number 3, Loudon White. That'll be his second personal. At the free throw line is Meeks. First shot up, and it will not go. It rolled around, looked like it was going to drop, and at the last split second rolled off the front of the rim. And we remain tied at 19. Meeks' second shot for the Dots is up, and this one will bounce around. It will bounce in. And Poca jumps out to a 1-point lead. Scouts quickly get the ball back to their end of the floor. Adkins over to McCarty. McCarty back to Adkins. Adkins inside to McCarty. And they're saying a jump ball, and it will stay with the Skyhawks. .259 to go in the first half. Skyhawks trail by a point. Cole Elkins will inbound. Back out to Isaiah Bush. Adkins to Elkins. Back to... And the ball miscued in the backcourt, and it will go into the hands of the Polka Dots. Bringing the ball down the floor is Gottish. He'll look left, right, go left. Keeps the ball on the floor, tries to drive it in the paint. And he'll take a short jumper, and it'll go for two. Poca jumps out to a three-point lead, 22-19. Hands all over the ball. Handler back there, but no whistle. Now Scott will send it down the corner to Elkins. Elkins back around to Walls to Elkins. Back to Walls. Walls and the right wing to Elkins. Elkins puts the ball on the floor. Sends it back out to Owen Adkins. Adkins over to Walls in the left wing. Sends it back between the circles. Now they'll come around, working that ball around the outside of the three-point line once again. And Adkins will get back outside. Now it will be Bush taking the shot, and Scott will come up the rebound. Owen Adkins off the iron. It will not go. And a whistle on the floor to stop the clock. And they're going to say a push foul by number 1 for Poca. And here's the instant replay. It's right under the basket after the shot. And now Coach Osborne making some substitutions. Looks like Nathan Christensen checks into the lineup for Poca. Scott has the ball under their own basket. Cole Elkins. And they'll send it into the backcourt to Owen Adkins. Adkins over to Bush. Bush brings the ball around to the left side. Turns, goes the other side. Cole Elkins takes a long shot off the front of the iron. It will be a rebound by the Dots. Number 32, Nick Janey. Meeks brings the ball up, tries to drive it in, and it will not go somehow. And it's a blocked shot from behind and a whistle by the official on the floor. It will be number 4 for the Skyhawks, Jeremiah Brown, being charged with the foul, and it will be Meeks going to the free throw line once again. Meeks' first shot is up and no good. It's off the front of the rim. He will reset. Poca leads the game, 22-19, 1:14 to go in the first half. Second shot by Meeks. It bounces around, and it'll bounce and fall through the hole. Poca now leads 23-19. Poca steals the ball, and the Skyhawks in the floor. And a charge foul is going to be charged against number 33 for Hunter Toney, his first personal. And Scott will get the ball back with 1:06 to go. Skyhawks inbound. They'll go the full length of the floor once again. Elkins has the ball, comes across the timeline. And the shot is blocked from behind by Jeremiah Brown. Scott will come up the rebound. Down the floor to Adkins, off the glass. 2 points for Scott. They finally, Owen Adkins gets his first points of the ball game. Finally break that dry spot. Skyhawks trail by 2. Here comes Poca. Meeks has the ball. He'll come to the right side of the floor. And he'll hit the basket on the layup. Don't know how he's getting those shots off as they blistered themselves in there. Now a loose ball on the floor. He blowed a kick ball. He didn't blow it down the floor when Poca kicked it down the floor, but that's aside the point. Here we go. It will be, still waiting. It'll be Scott's ball on their end of the floor. 22.5 seconds to go here in the half. Elkins will inbound for Scott. Oh, it's about time they get that one. Good call by Jeremiah Brown. He went up. And that will be a foul charged on number 32, Nick Cheney. Brown went up, faked the shot, came back down, and the Poca player come down on his shoulders. So Jeremiah Brown will get 2 free throws. First shot is up and no good. Off the back of the rim. Skyhawks trail by 4. 21 seconds to go here in the half. Coming up to half, we have an interview with Coach Sean Ballard of the Skyhawks. Second shot is good. Skyhawks trail by 4. Here comes Poca with the ball. Ball deflected out of bounds off the hands of the Skyhawks. Poca will keep it. It will be Christensen to inbound for Poca. Sends it way out the backcourt to Meeks. Meeks will bring it across the timeline. Not sure how the officials are making those calls, but that's a foul on Scott's number 4, Jeremiah Brown, his second. Meeks once again at the free throw line for Poca. First shot is up, and it'll go. Poca leads it 26-22. Meeks' second shot. And it is good as well. Scouts bringing the ball across midcourt over the left side. Back to Atkins. Atkins, a little jumper, one-handed. It'll go for 2. It's his second basket of the half, and that'll be time. And time expires here at the half as the Poca Knots lead the Scott Skyhawks by a score of 27-24. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with our more coverage here as the Poca Knots lead the Skyhawks 27-24 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
At Hanley Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
Erie Insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Make the short drive to Danville and come see us, where the Make the Summer sales event is in full swing at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got savings on all models, including up to $14,000 below MSRP on the 2023 Ram Limiteds and 15% off MSRP on the 2023 Jeep Compasses. And the new 2024 Wranglers are awesome and arriving daily. So come see us for the Make the Summer sales event at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 119 in Danville.
The Tint Guy has big news. The newest location is now open in Barbersville. Voted best in the Valley since 2020. Getting your windows tinted is now twice as easy. Go to the best, the Tint Guy.
Hey, Tint Guy here. Come see us at our new location in Barbersville.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
Hey, Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajama. What if to somebody about see, but it's late? Call us 27.
Great, because what if someone calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk through everything at State Farm for your what ifs.
Yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
Insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
As mayor of Huntington, there's 3 things I promise everyone. A 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, free maintenance, and the best price right up front with friends and family pricing.
Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington is the place to get deals like 0% financing on Elantras, Konas, and Santa Fe's, or drive this venue for as low as $199 a month.
No, it's Huntington.
Welcome back to the Hawks Nest, where tonight the Scott Skyhawks taking on the Poca Dots. The Dots lead it here at the half by a score of 27-24. Let's quickly take a look at the scoring from the first half. For Poca, Cole Godish has 2 points. Keaton Meeks has 10. Dan Pakarski has 9 points. And Nick Janey, that is Hunter Toney, has 6. For the Skyhawks, they've kind of spread it out about the same. Cole Elkins has 5, Loudon White with 8, Owen Adkins with 4, and Jeremiah Brown with 4. And that's pretty much the scoring for tonight. Our officials for tonight is Scott Brown, Steve Robinson, and Rodney Robinson. And we would like to thank our officials. These guys give up a lot to be able to get out and do these games day in and day out. It seems like there's a game just about every day of the week. But thanks to them for their efforts when they're on the floor, in the gym, on the soccer field, volleyball court, wherever they may be. We would like to thank all of our WVSSAC officials. And we're underway. Poca will inbound it to get the start here in the second half. Poca brings it across midcourt. Meeks looking. He'll go down the right side of the floor. He'll send it back out. Shot taken along 3, and it will come off the rim. Jackson McCarty with the rebound for Scott. Here come the Skyhawks quickly down the floor. They'll go to the left side of the floor. Back around the three-point horn. Cole Elkins has it over to Loudon White. White brings it to the right side to Tyler Walls. Walls sends it back to Elkins. Now they'll put it in the hand of Adkins at the top of the key. Send it back around. Adkins has it once again, looking for some help. Loudon White has it, sends it back outside to Elkins to reset. Scott will go between the circles. Hand it off to Jax McCarty. Now they'll put it on the floor, send it back to the left side once again. Over to the right side to Tyler Walls. Walls looking. He'll send it back out to Elkins. Elkins, a little easy off the glass into the basket for a quick 2 for Scott. Scott pulls within a point. Meeks brings the ball down the floor once again for the Dots. He'll bounce it around behind his back, and we have a whistle on the floor, and we'll get Cole Elkins for his second personal foul of the ball game of the Skyhawks. Poca will inbound here at the main entrance to the gymnasium. They'll send it back out to Keaton Meeks to set up the play for Poca. He'll go to the right side of the arc. He'll put up a little floater, and it'll go for 2. 12 points in the ball game for Meeks. Here comes Scott quickly back down the floor. Comes to the right side is Elkins. He'll turn and go the other direction. Jax McCarty out to Adkins. He couldn't go nowhere. Back out to Elkins. He'll fire a 3, and it'll be nothing but net for the Skyhawks. 5 points in the quarter so far for Cole Elkins, and the Skyhawks tied up at 29. Meeks cross midcourt. He'll look. Still controls the ball down to the right side. He'll go to the right wing, turn. He thought about taking a jumper over to the outside, back out midcourt, sends it to the left side of the floor. Godish has it, and it's stolen by Cole Elkins. He'll go down, left-handed bank shot. Loudon White will get the rebound over to Tyler, and Owen Adkins will take a three-point in and out of the rim, will not go, and Scott will control the ball, and we have a whistle on the floor. It looks like it's going to go against Scott's Jax McCarty. That's his third personal. You'll see the replay there on Video Productions. Poca has control of the ball. Tied at 29. 5:39 to go in the third quarter. Meeks across the half-point line. And it's stolen by, and a foul. It was handed off to Tyler Walls at the last second. But Poca will commit a foul. Looks like it's going to be against number 33, Hunter Toney, his second. And Tyler Walls will go to the free throw line tonight for the first time for the Skyhawks. Oh, timeout Poca on the floor. 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here as we're tied at 29. Scott was kind of hot in the first of the game. Then they kind of got cold there toward the end of the first quarter into the second quarter and start picking things back up. But then Poca was able to manage to control the ball there at the end of the first half and take the lead into the locker room, 27-24. Now we're tied at 29. Tyler Walls at the free throw line for Scott. First shot is up and good. Scott takes the lead back at the 5:30 point by a point. Walls' second shot is up and it is good as well. Poca will inbound. It'll be Meeks controlling the point once again for the Dots. He'll bring the ball right down the middle of the floor. Hooks it over to DeHenka, back around the other side. And it's stolen from behind by Cole Elkins. And he will bounce one off the glass. 2 points for Scott. He now has 7 points here all 7 points here in the quarter. Meeks takes the ball down the floor. And they're going to call a charge on Meeks this time, as he drove the ball down into a Scott player. That'll be his second personal. Scott will inbound the ball on the far side in front of the Poca bench. Skyhawks up by 4. 4:55 to go in the quarter. Elkins looking for help. Back out to Colin Williamson. Now they'll come to the side. Owen Atkins now has control of the ball for Scott. Back to Williamson. Williamson takes the ball from right to left. Puts the ball on the floor. Takes it, tries to make a shot out of it, and he loses control, and Poca will come up with the rebound. Meeks fires off a three. It will not go. Rebound, Atkins for Scott. Here he comes with the ball. He'll go to the left side of the floor. Into Jeremiah Brown, left-handed hook, and Brown will put 2 quick points on the board for Scott. He now has 6. Scott leads it by 6, 35-29, 4:07 to go in the third quarter. Poca has control of the ball. They'll go from left to right. Brings it around to Toney. Toney gets around Brown, and he'll put a quick 2. He now has 8 points in the game. Scott. Walls over to Elkins, or Adkins rather. Back to Walls to Williamson. Elkins puts the ball on the floor. Back to Tyler Walls in the left wing. He'll bring it back out and reset for Scott. Elkins comes around the wing. Back to Elkins. Fires a shot off the front of the rim. Rebound, Gottish for Poca. Still has the ball as he brings it across midcourt. Trying to set up something for Poca. Meeks will take about a 12-foot jumper off the side of the iron. And somehow Poca will come up with the rebound. And that is Toney. And he'll get another quick 2 points. Still has 10 points in the game. And we have a whistle and a Scott player on the floor. Foul is on number 33, and that'll be Hunter Toney for Poca. Here's the Miller Brothers replay on Video Productions. He come down and use his forearm, and the official standing there makes the call. Scott will inbound it at the end of the Scott bench. Into the backcourt to Williamson. Williamson comes across to the right side, turns and looks, hands it off to Cole Elkins. Back to Adkins, around the horn, back the other direction. Tyler Walls takes it, kicks it back out to Colin Williamson. Back to Elkins. He'll take a jumper at the top of the key, off the front of the iron, and a whistle. A push by Jeremiah Brown. That'll be his third personal. And Coach Sean Ballard will make you'll see the replay here as he comes up, makes the push. Poca has the ball. 2:43 to go in the quarter. The hand cut back out to midcourt. Now they'll try to reset. They'll set it back out on the floor. They'll send it to the left side. A long jumper off the iron will not go. And Gottish will come up the rebound for Poca. Brings out the reset. Skyhawks lead it by 2. Another long jumper off the iron. And Loudon White will come up the rebound for Scott. They'll fire it down the floor and put it in the hands of Colin Williamson. And they're going to get a foul on that one. Kind of surprising. A late whistle. But it'll send Colin Williamson. Here's the Thornhill Auto Group replay. And the foul was on number 24, Mendenhall, his first. Williamson's first free throw is good. That'll be his first point of the ball game. Looks like a couple of substitutions by both teams. Second shot by Williamson is up and good. Alan Lynn will go to the bench for Scott. Tyler Walls will check back into the lineup. Poca will inbound. 2:12 to go in the third. Meeks with the ball. Scott putting on more pressure, a little deeper. And they're going to call a traveling call on Meeks for Poca. Colin Williamson was there to try to kind of rattle him a little bit. He threw the ball away, and they're calling traveling, so the turnover will go to Scott. Jax McCarty inbounds for the Skyhawks. Sends it in the backcourt to Loudon White. White looking, comes right down the middle. Sends it back out to Williamson. But Williamson back to Adkins. Over the other direction. Now they come around, trying to work something into the paint. Tyler Walls takes a long jumper. Off the iron, will not go. Poca comes up the rebound. It'll be Gottish with the ball. Cross midcourt. 1:35 to go here in the third quarter. Skyhawks lead at 37-33. And a jump ball over there. Owen Atkins comes over and ties the ball up. The official makes a time call, and Scott will get control. They'll inbound it in front of the Poca bench. Looks like Cole Elkins will give Jax McCarty a breather. 1:30 to go in the quarter. Here comes Scott with the ball. White across the timeline. He'll bring it to the center of the floor. Got the ball on the floor. And Colin Williamson sends it over to Cole Elkins. Jumper, it will bounce once, twice. And a foul underneath the basket by Colin Williamson. That'll be his third person. Scott's starting to get some players with 3 fouls. Looks like Isaiah Bush, Colin Williamson, and Jax McCarty all have 3. Skyhawk putting on some deep pressure on defense. Gottish brings the ball across the timeline. Still out midcourt. Drops his head. Sends it to the right side of the floor. They'll bring it around over to the left side of the floor. Meeks has it. And he'll get a little jumper. It will not go. It'll roll off the rim. They'll fire it down the floor to Tyler Walls into the hands of Owen Atkins for a quick 2. That'll be 6 points in the ball game. And we have a technical foul against the Poca bench. And it looks like Owen Atkins will come to the free throw line to make the technical shots. The first one is up and good. Not sure what that was about. I didn't see anything going on, but apparently one of the coaches or players over there, second shot on the technical is good. And all the players are back on the floor. Scott will recontain control of the ball. They lead it by 8, 41-33, 49 seconds to go in the third quarter. Skyhawks really turn things around here. Inbound to Loudon White. Cross midcourt. Over to Colin Elkins. Adkins will bring it across the back baseline. Back out to midcourt. Looks to set it up over to White. White will bring the ball from left to right around the arc into Elkins. Back out to Walls. Now they're kind of a lot of working the ball out in the backcourt. 20 seconds. Allen Lynn has it, goes to the glass, and he'll pick up 2 points. And we have a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout. We will keep it here. Looks like Poca calls the 30-second timeout. Poca led at 27-24 at the half. Scott has really turned things around here in the third quarter. Looks like the defense has been much more aggressive, and they have held the Dots to 6 points. Both teams getting the warning that the timeout is about over. And the 30 seconds is up. The officials signaling both teams to make their way back to the floor. Skyhawks with a 10-point lead, 43-33. Poca will inbound. Full court pressure being applied by the Skyhawks. Meeks has the ball for Dots, brings it across down to midcourt. He'll look, and he kicks the ball, no whistle. He'll pick it up and roll it, and they'll get it into number 3, and it's stripped by Tyler Walls, and the time will expire as the Scott Skyhawks lead the Poca Dots by a score of 43-33. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with the final quarter after this. You're listening to Skyhawks Sports Network on WZAC and Video Productions.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
With Erie Insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
And the technical fouls, the Scott High Jazz or the Sky High Pep Band comes down, brings the whole band down to the floor and played for those in attendance here tonight. At the end of the quarter, the Skyhawks lead it 43-33. Poca inbounds the ball. They have control of it. They'll go to the right side of the floor, back to the left. Gottish will fire off a three, and it's nothing but net. Skyhawks quickly get the ball down to their end of the floor. Loudon White sends it over to Owen Adkins. Adkins just drives it to the paint too hard off the glass. Poca comes up with the rebound. Here come the Dots. Drive it right up the middle. It'll be Gottish. He takes it from one end of the floor to the other. He has all 5 points here real quick for the Dots. Skyhawks need to settle down just a little bit. Jackson McCarty with the ball in the backcourt. Atkins over to McCarty, over to number 22, Colin Williamson. Shot is off the rim. Rebound is Poca. Gottish brings the ball down to the left side of the floor. He'll sidestep, and he'll put one off the glass for two more. Has 7 points here in the fourth quarter already, and we're just a minute and 15 seconds in. Poca trails by 3. Tyler Walls has it back over the corner, back outside between the circles to Williamson. Loudon White has it Off the glass, too hard. McCarty with the rebound. He'll make it stick. McCarty's first points of the ball game. Skyhawks lead by 5. Poca goes to the right side of the floor. Back out to Godish in mid between the circles. Meeks fires off a 3, and it'll go nothing but net. For a 3. 45-43. Scott leads by 2. McCarty has the ball, sends it back out. Nope. Now he finally sends it back out to Loudon White. Over to McCarty. McCarty off the glass, too hard. It will not go. Poca comes up the rebound. Meeks brings the ball down the floor for the Dots. Across midcourt. Coach Ballard over, he's going ballistic. He's not happy about the setup for Scott. And they're going to get Loudon White with a push foul. That'll be his third personal. Scott now has 4 players with at least 3 fouls. Poca will inbound the ball here at the main entrance to the gymnasium. Sends it into the backcourt to Meeks. Meeks across midcourt. He goes one-on-one with Elkins. Over to Godish in the left wing. Back out to the top of the circle. Godish fires off a 3, and it bounces into the rim for another 3-pointer. And the Dots take a 1-point lead. Owen Adkins with the shot. The 3-pointer will go. Now there's a discussion between the officials because there's a whistle on the play. Looks like a foul on number 33. Here's the Stevens Auto instant replay. Yeah, he just kind of took one out of the mix over there. The 3-pointer will not count, but Scott inbounds the ball. Loudon White has it over to Colin Williamson. Back out to Jeremiah Brown. Man alive. Arms everywhere, no whistle. Ball stolen by Scott's Owen Adkins. He comes down, sends it back out to Loudon White. White over the right side to Colin Williamson. Williamson turns, brings it back out to White to reset. Over to Adkins. He brings it over to Elkins. Now Elkins goes between our circles. Now out to the midcourt circle. Turns, goes to the left side. Loudon White has it. Over to Williamson. Owen Adkins fires off a 3. It comes up short, out of bounds. Poca basketball. And Scott will take a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 4:19 to go. Skyhawks trail by 1.
The time is finally here. It's the grand opening.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
At Miller Brothers Pharmacy, we are dedicated to providing outstanding personalized customer service at an affordable price. We are your one-stop shop for all your pharmacy and medical needs. Our staff has over 90 years of experience, so you can count on fast, personal attention. Our pharmacy is proud to offer delivery service for your convenience with free delivery for patients within Madison and Danville city limits. Contact a member of our team about delivery today.
And now back to more Scott Skyhawk Sports on Z92.
Back at the Hawks' Nest, Skyhawk boys trail by a point. 4:19 to go in the ball game. Poca will inbound the ball. Full court pressure being applied by Scott. Godish brings the ball across the Dots from the midcourt line. Looks, goes left. Now he'll hand it off. They'll turn, bounce it over to Meeks. Meeks sends it back over the left side to Godish. Godish, 12-foot jumper, and it will not go. And the rebound comes up by Scott. And they're saying he traveled with the ball. And that will turn the ball right back to Poca. Poca will inbound. They'll send it way back to the in the backcourt to Meeks. Comes across the timeline. He'll come to the left side of the floor. Turns, goes right. Sends it over to the outside wing. Poca trying to reset. Scott trying to put more pressure on defense. Now they'll send it over to the left side. Meeks. Shot comes up short. Loudon White with the rebound. Here comes White. Brings it over to Scott's side of the floor. Over to Elkins. He'll take a three-point jumper. It will not go off the rim. Rebound. Godish for the Dots. Poca gets the ball quickly back over to their side of the floor. DeHenke goes to the far side of the floor, trying to open up something as Poca leads by 1. Poca back forth, long jumper by 3 by Godish, and it will go. He has 3, 6, 10 points here in the fourth quarter. Loudon White now fires off a 3. It will not go. Godish comes up the rebound for Poca. Poca leads 49-45, 2:46 to go in the game. And it's thrown out of the way of Poca. Atkins comes down the floor. The basket will go. And we have a foul on the shot. Basket is good. And the foul is on number 11, DeHenke. And you can tell these Scott fans are starting to get fired up as Owen Atkins gets the 2-point shot and the bonus shot on the foul. Scott can pull it within 1 if he can make the shot. Free throw is up and good. Poca leads by 1, 49-48. Full court pressure being applied by the Skyhawks. Poca gets the ball across the timeline. On the left side. Oh my goodness gracious, they're calling Colin Williamson with a blocking foul. That'll be his 4th personal. And we've seen it on the Stevens Auto replay there. And that will send Tony to the free throw line. He misses the first one. Takes the second one, and it will roll in. Poca up by 2. Here comes Scott with the ball. Scott loses the handle on the ball. Cole Elkins lost it out of bounds over at the Scott bench. Turns the ball over to Poca. Poca leads 50-48, 2:22 to go in the game. Poca looking for help. Full court pressure being applied by the Skyhawks. Poca still has the ball in the back. Now they get it off to Tony. Now they get it across the timeline. Try to set something up. Down on the floor. They'll send it back out between the circles. Back to Godish. Godish with a jumper. It will not go. And it will be and they're calling a foul on the rebound on Tyler Walls. I'm showing that's his first personal. Jeremiah Brown checks in to line up for Scott. He'll give Colin Williamson a break. Poca leads by 2. 1:57 to go in the ball game. Poca looking. They'll inbound it. And it is taken, stolen by Scott, and a basket by Scott's Loudon White. And Scott ties it at 50 with 1:46 to go. Poca inbounds at full court pressure being applied by Scott. Now this time they're going to get Loudon White on a reach-in foul. White has, I'm showing 4 personals. Poca will still have to take the ball the full length of the floor. We are tied at 1:39 to go in the game. 50-50. And Poca wants to take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Here's the replay a minute ago on the Caldwell Instant Replay. As you can see, pretty clear on the video. He reached around, tried to make the steal. Couldn't make it happen, and they'll call the foul. Alan Osborne immediately calls a timeout for Poca. And that's where we stand, tied at 50-50. 1:39 to go in the ball game. And this one is going to go down to the wire. Poca will inbound. Scott will move their defense back across the timeline over to the Poca end of the floor. Here come the Dots. Goddich bringing the ball down the floor. Crosses midcourt. Stands right in the middle. Looks, comes left. Turns and goes right. And the ball went out of bounds, but no whistle. It looked like it was out of bounds from here. I'll put it that way. Now they're going to call Colin Cole Elkins with a foul. That'll be his third personal. He bumped the Poca player with the ball, and that will send Pearson DeHenka to the free throw line. 1:17 to go in the game. Tied at 50. DeHenka's first shot is up and good. Poca up by 1. DeHenka's second shot, and it will roll in. Poca by 2. Here comes Scott. Quickly down the floor. Brown over to Adkins. Adkins back out to Brown. Adkins at midcourt. And they're calling a foul on, I'm showing that Hunter Tony's number 5. He fouls out of the ball game. And here's the instant replay on the Stevens Auto instant replay. He just forearmed him to the floor. Scott inbounds it. Loudon White with the ball. Over to Walls, back to White. Over to the other side of the floor to Elkins. Elkins comes around the timeline. Sends it back out to Walls, back out to Owen Adkins. Adkins back around the other way. And Scott will take a timeout. And a full timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. 56 seconds to go. Poca leads by 2 here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
With your insurance here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Bill Madison.
Back at Sky at the Hawks Nest, and you can see on the instant replay, Caldwell instant replay, Cole Elkins' foot hit the baseline on the side. That was the call. Now they'll inbound it to Poca. And what a block shot by Loudon White. He follows the ball player down the floor, the polka dot player. That is number 3, Nathan Christensen. And come up from number 5, that was Dan Pakarski, and blocked it from behind. Poca will inbound the ball. 50 seconds to go in the game. And they're just trying to burn out clock. Poca trying to get the ball. And it's into the hands of Tyler Walls for Scott. He brings the crawl across the timeline into the hands of Jeremiah Brown. And a whistle on the foul. That should be number 5. That will be Pekarski. That'll be his 3rd personal. This game's getting heated. 30.7 seconds. Skyhawks trail by 2. And the official telling the Poca coach to sit down. Here comes Scott with the ball. Skyhawks around the horn. Adkins rolls it around into the basket and ties it. Owen Adkins puts the tying score in, and quickly Sean Ballard calls a timeout with 16.5 seconds as Scott and Poca are tied at 52. Full timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
As mayor of Huntington, there's 3 things I promise everyone. A 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty, free maintenance, and the best price right up front with friends and family pricing.
Dutch Miller Hyundai in Huntington is the place to get deals like 0% financing on Elantras, Konas, and Santa Fe's, or drive this venue for as low as $199 a month.
No. It's Huntington. It's going to be the biggest thing since Santa Fe, maybe even Tucson.
And now back to more Scott Skyhawk Sports on Z92.
And the Skyhawks are out of timeouts with 16.5 seconds to go. Poca has the ball, and we are tied at 52. Keaton Meeks will inbound for Poca. They'll bring the ball up the right side of the floor. Meeks has it. Meeks comes to the top of the key, backs out of it. And Meeks fires off a shot. It will not go. And we are going to overtime. And we are tied at 52. And we're going to send this one to overtime. We'll take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back after we catch our breath on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Here at Caldwell Insurance Agency, I want to provide you with the best customer service available. I want to provide you with coverages that nobody else can provide you with, along with affordable rates. I promise you, when you come in this office, we will take better care of you than anybody else. Provide you with the best auto insurance, homeowners insurance, and life insurance. I want our family to be able to take care of your family, and I promise you we will be able to do that here at Caldwell Insurance Agency.
Back to the action with the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
Back at the Hawks Nest, and we are going to a 4-minute overtime as the Polka Dots and the Scott Scouts all tied up at 52. It will be Owen Atkins going against Cole Gottish here on the jump here in overtime. Easily controlled by the Skyhawks. Cole Elkins has it in the backcourt, comes across timeline on the left side of the floor. He'll come across the floor over to Tyler Walls. Walls tripped, and that's going to be a foul on number 5. That'll be number 4 on Pekarski. And they'll send a towel out to the floor to get some Perspiration dried up there at the top of the key. A couple of the Scott players working on the floor. And it will be Tyler Walls going to the free throw line. Walls, a 5'9" sophomore, puts the first shot up, and it will go. Scott takes the lead by 1, 53-52. Walls warms up for the second shot. It's up, and it is good. Skyhawks by 2. Poca quickly getting the ball into the hands of Keaton Meeks. He'll bring the ball down the floor. He'll go to the right side of the floor. He'll drop back. He'll try to take a floater. And an overshot. Rebound, Jeremiah Brown. Here comes Peanut. Colin Williamson with the ball. And that'll be a foul on number 2, Keaton Meeks. That'll be foul number 3. And it looks like we have a timeout on the floor by Poca. It will be a full timeout. Skyhawks lead it 54-52, 3:33 to go in overtime here on the Skyhawk Sports Network.
Hey. Jake from State Farm.
We have to know.
Yeah, these are State Farm pajamas. No, what if we have to talk to somebody about our policy, but it's late at night? Call us 24/7.
Great. Because what if someone still calls his mom for everything?
We'll walk you through everything. At State Farm, we're there for your what ifs.
Oh, yeah, Mom, everything's great. Yeah. I mean, not my mom.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or click to get a quote today.
The Tint Guy has big news. The newest location is now open in Barboursville. Voted best in the Valley since 2020. Getting your windows tinted is now twice as easy. Go to the best, the Tint Guy.
Hey, Tint Guy here. Come see us at our new location in Barboursville.
Back at the Hawks desk, 3:33 to go in the ball game. Skyhawks up by 2. Colin Williamson at the free throw line for Scott. First shot up, and it will not go. It bounces in, bounces out, off the glass, into the floor. Second shot up, no good. And it is off the fingertips of Cole Elkins. And Loudon White will check back into the lineup. He'll give Colin Williamson a breather. Meeks will bring the ball down the floor for Poca. Across the timeline. He'll come to the left side of the floor. And he puts the ball up, and he'll travel. Turnover goes to Scott. Quick breather for Williamson. He's already back into the lineup. He's going to give Jeremiah Brown a breather. That'll be Cole Elkins inbounding the ball. Skyhawks going to have to go the full length of the floor. They lead by 2. Elkins over to Williamson. Williamson brings it across the timeline to the free throw line, 3-point line rather. And the ball is. How in the world did Loudon White get a hold of that ball, put it into the basket, and he is fouled by Poca's Christensen? Here is the instant replay. Cole Elkins made a heck of a play saving that ball from out of bounds. They get it into the hands of Loudon White. Scott gets lucky on that one. That's all I can say. With Loudon White at the free throw line. Skyhawks lead it by 4, 56-52. Loudon White, free throw will not go. Loudon White almost got his own rebound. Here comes Poca. They have the ball. Meeks has the ball on the far side of the backcourt. Looking to set something up for the Dots. Goes back and forth. And now they'll bounce pass it and deflect it out of bounds by Cole Elkins. Coach Osborne over, he's still not happy. Poca inbounds into the backcourt. 2:45 to go in the game. Meeks has it. He comes in. Oh, and he sidestepped. How did they give him that basket? He moved his feet. But they'll give him the basket. Skyhawks back down the floor quickly. Loudon White into Jeremiah Brown off the glass, and it'll fall for two. Skyhawks lead it 58-54. Here come the Dots. Meeks brings the ball over to the left side. Godish has it, puts a little shot up. It rolls in, rolls out, off the fingertips of Poca, in the hands of Cole Elkins. Down in the far corner, and it is just flat out overthrown by Loudon White. He tried to get Tyler Walls over there in the corner. He just totally overthrew him. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go back to Poca. Skyhawks need to settle down just a little bit. Here comes the Dots with the ball. Meeks in the backcourt. Across the timeline. Comes to the left side of the floor. Into the hands of DeHenke. Over to the right side to Godish. Godish brings it back out. And Keaton will, Meeks will get a jumper, 2-point jumper. 58-56, Skyhawks lead. Here come the Skyhawks with the ball. Loudon White back to Elkins. Elkins goes to the left side of the floor, turns, comes back. Walls between the circles, back to the right side of White. White brings it back out, resets the play for Scott. Tyler Walls with it, back over to Owen Adkins. He'll drive it into the paint, comes back out. Back to Jeremiah Brown. Now they hand it off to Elkins in the backcourt. Back out to Walls. Owen Adkins. Hands it off to Loudon White. And they steal the ball. And the shot is overthrown or overshot. And we have a whistle. Are they saying that was a foul? Not sure the number who they called the foul on Scott, but that will put Pakarski at the free throw line, and he'll hit the first one. 33 for Scott. As Pakarski hits the first one. That'll be Owen Adkins on the foul. That'll be his first personal. Second foul is up. Will not go. Skyhawks lead it by 58-57. Here come the Skyhawks with the ball. Adkins has it on the far side of the floor. Now he puts it on the floor. Now Scott throws it away down in the right corner. Gives the ball back to Poca with 38 seconds to go. Skyhawks lead it by 1. And another timeout by Poca. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well here on the Skyhawks Sports Network.
Short drive to Danville, and come see us where the Make the Summer sales event is in full swing at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got savings on all models, including up to $14,000 below MSRP on the 2023 Ram Limiteds and 15% off MSRP on the 2023 Jeep Compasses. And the new 2024 Wranglers are awesome and arriving daily. So come see us for the Make the Summer sales event at Stevens Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Route 119 in Danville.
At Hanley Funeral Home, we offer unique opportunities for families to create healing moments after loss. With over 55 years of experience serving the Boone, Logan, and Lincoln communities, our staff will help you discover ways to pay tribute, whether that be at a burial service at one of our cemeteries or a personalized lasting memorial. Visit us at www.handleyfh.com or call 304-369-0718. The Handley family of business thanks you for your support.
Sports Network.
Back at the Hawks' Nest, 38.6 seconds to go in OT. Scott leads at 58-57. It will be Poca Dot basketball. Poca will bring the ball down the length of the floor. Meeks with the ball across the timeline. He looks left, brings the ball left. Backs out. Still has control of the ball. 20 seconds. Brings the ball right, turns left, and it is stripped. Ball loose on the floor. Scott has it. And he is fouled in the backcourt by Meeks. And that's at least 4 on Meeks. Poca's already saying they're going to call a timeout after the free throws. Cole Elkins at the line for Scott with 2 shots. First one is up, and it will not go. And now Poca calls a timeout. It'll be a full timeout. Let's just keep it here. Wow. What a game we have had tonight. We're in a full timeout. We're in overtime. Skyhawks lead it 58-57. And it's just been one of those wild and crazy nights right from the get-go. Scott trailed early after the first quarter. Poca led 17-13. Then Scott outscored them to make it a 24-27 game at the half. Then Scott led by 10 at the end of the third quarter, and then it was all tied up at 52 at the end of regulation play. That just shows the kind of game atmosphere that we've had tonight. Poca, Coach Alan Osborne's already sent his players to the floor. And there's the throw. And that's it. Scott's just trying to play hurry-up basketball. They need to settle down. Here come the Skyhawks. 10.8 seconds to go as Cole Elkins goes to the free throw line for his second free throw shot. A lot of pressure on that young man. Shot is up, and it will not go. Skyhawks up by 1. Here comes Poca down the floor. Meeks has the ball. And he'll go to the right side if they can hold him down this one more time. And they deflect the ball. The game is over. The game is over. Regulation time has expired. And Scott will win it by a score of 58-57. 58-57. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll do some stats, and we'll be back with our postgame show after this. Final score, Scott knocks off Poca by a score of 58-57 in overtime. You're listening to Scott Scout Basketball on WZAC, the Scout Sports Network, and Video Productions.
Relationships in life are more important than the one between you and your Michelin tires. Rugged, long-lasting Michelin truck tires. Michelin, a better way forward.
Little General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Here at Thornhill, our goal is to provide you with the best automotive experience.
From our state-of-the-art facilities, amenities, and certified staff, we call family.
You'll be offered the best experience you deserve.
We take pride in our focus for customer care, bringing the best quality and support for all of our customers' needs.
What are you waiting for? It's your time to get behind the wheel with Thornhill.
Get started now at thornhillautomotive.com.
Just tag it at Thornhill, where it's all here for you. US 119 Chapmanville and Logan, WV to Belfry, Kentucky.
The Southern Pineapple in downtown Madison is your choice for women's clothing and accessories. They have styles that fit all ages, along with local handmade jewelry. From elegant to everyday wear, the Southern Pineapple is your place to shop. Find us on Facebook, subscribe to our page, so you can see all the latest products and inventory. Come and shop at our unique boutique and be sweet.
For over
Parker's Hardware is your
With the Scott Skyhawks on Z92.
Our biggest competition tonight has been the the pep band here tonight. I see Coach Ballard making his way across the floor, so maybe he can come up. Yeah, he's trying to make his way up this way. The one of the other media here covering the event tonight. Scott trailed the ball in the first quarter, came down and tied it up at 52 in regulation time, and then Scouts pull out the victory here in the overtime. So joining us now is the head coach of the Scott Skyhawks, and wow, Coach, I think I saw everything on the floor tonight. Can't hear me for the band. I said we saw a little bit of everything on the floor tonight.
Yeah, we played really good at times and played really bad at times. We made a lot of gutsy plays and we made a lot of dumb plays, both ends of the spectrum. Early in the game, our execution on the defensive end wasn't what it needed to be. We were messing up how we wanted to guard some of their screens, and then as we talked about our mistakes we were making at halftime, and second half they came out and we cleaned up a lot of those screening mistakes. So, I was real proud of the effort in the third quarter. And then, as good as we do in the third, we come out in the fourth quarter and we make a mistake on something we were trying to do, and we let their best shooter get free. He hits it and then gets in rhythm. And he's a good player. Once he's in rhythm, he's tough to slow down. And we made some mistakes there at the end, but we were lucky to come out on top. But, some ball bounce is different every night. Wednesday it didn't bounce our way. I don't know that we outplayed them tonight, late in the game at least. But tonight the ball bounced our way a couple times. So it's a crazy game.
It was a tough game. Like you said, what was the mood in the locker room at halftime? What was the message to the players?
That if we wanted to win, and we showed that with our effort, that we would have an opportunity. It wasn't going to come down to hitting shots or executing on offense. It was going to come down to doing what we needed to do defensively, and if we did those things, that we would be able to get enough stops to win the game. And they came out in the third quarter. I don't think they scored very much in the third, maybe 4 or 6 points in the third. Yeah, so, they came out and did that, and that got us that little bit of lead, which we ended up needing every point of to pull it off. But
are you going to get a chance to get on the floor before the Nitro game on Monday?
Yeah, we'll practice tomorrow morning.
Okay, so kind of clean up some things and get this team set back and kind of get them calmed down and playing Skyhawk basketball.
Whether we won or lost tonight, we'd be doing the same thing tomorrow. Our goal again is to get better every day, and we're going to have some good days and some bad days along the stretch, but win or lose, we won or lost Wednesday, we're going to come to practice Thursday to get ready for this game.
All right.
Win or lose today, we're going to come to practice tomorrow. Saturdays are our skill work days. We're going to come in and get a lot of skill work in, and then we'll have a game plan in place Monday and come out and compete again.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Congratulations on the win. We'll see you on Monday. Skyhawks pick up a nice victory tonight here in overtime. Went right down to the wire. Skyhawks win it by a score of 58-57. I tell you what, leading scorer for Poca is definitely Cole Gottish. He had only 2 points in the first half, but I tell you what, he hit 3 threes and a couple of doubles there in the fourth quarter. And for Scott, there again, it would take us some time. We'll have some stats for you on Monday evening, and that game will be actually at 6:30 on Monday. Expecting some weather to move in next week, so that game has been moved from Tuesday night to Monday night. And let me see here. I just want to make sure I get everything right. Yeah, the Tuesday game against Nitro has been moved to Scott on Monday. JV will play at 5 o'clock. Varsity game at 6:30 Monday night here at the Hawks Nest. Lady Hawks play the Chapmanville Regional Tigers tomorrow afternoon here at 2 o'clock, and we will be on the air at about 1:50 to bring you that game. That's going to pretty much going to wrap up our coverage tonight. Thanks to the staff from Video Productions, Brian Shepard, our engineer, Ron Matera is our cameraman, Missy Green, our studio engineer over at WZAC. I'm Joe Linville. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon once again here at the Hawks Nest. Good night, everyone.